Alright, we just want to go over a few things that you can expect when you come along for your Sodexo Medical. The whole process takes about 2 hours, quite a bit of form filling, and the main components of the medical are a drug and alcohol urine test, lung function, hearing test, the medical itself, and what's called a functional capacity evaluation, which is mostly a step test and some lifting boxes with weights, etc. But anything that you do will be explained to you as we go along when we do the medical. So we'll start off by doing just checking height and weight. And then after we do that, we would do the hearing test. So that would just involve me looking in your ears first of all, and then you coming in the box here and going through the hearing test process, which takes about 5 minutes or so. And then after we've done that, we would move on to here and do lung function. And that's basically just sort of blowing into the mouthpiece here. Any number of times between 3 and 8, we're looking for 3 tests at a very similar result. And it takes about 5-10 minutes to do that. Okay, the next thing after that would be the drug and alcohol test. So we just ask that when someone comes along for the medical, they drink water, but not too much really, enough that they can sort of produce a sample very shortly after they get here. Again, a bit of form filling, and that whole process takes about 5-10 minutes to sort of do that. After that, we move on to the actual sort of medical itself. So the medical itself just consists of all the usual things like blood pressure, so height, weight, physical examination. So we do what's called a range of motion checks, starting at the top, working our way down. Eyesight as well, grip strength is another one. It's sort of fairly basic really, and it takes about 20 minutes or something, and then we move on to the functional component, which is probably the hardest part. So throughout the whole functional evaluation, we keep a track on someone's heart rate by putting this on. Finger on there. And then we move on to the step test. So the step test is what's called the YMCA step test. That involves stepping for 3 minutes at the step, which is 30 centimetres high, and you're stepping at this rate, which is 96 a minute. And what we're interested in is what your heart rate's doing throughout that 3 minutes that you're stepping, and then we get you to rest for a minute, check your heart rate again, and we're interested in how quickly your heart rate recovers. Okay, so you ready? Yep. Alright, off you go. the components in the actual medical is what's called grip strength. So it's basically just using this thing here, using your other hand to support your wrist, and then basically just squeezing as tight as you can for a couple of seconds. And we do both. Alright, so just half a dozen squats for me. So we're just looking at someone's technique. Just make sure that they're nice and stable while they're doing it. So this one is flexibility, so it's sit and reach, and we're measuring someone's reach against this box here. So we get them to put the feet flat against the box, don't bend the knees, two hands like that, and then just sliding up the roller here. Okay, and have another go. So usually we do it 3 times. So this one is a core strength one. So what I'm going to get Travis to do here is I'm going to anchor his feet. I'm going to get him to put his arms over his chest. I'm going to get him to go back slowly till I tell him to stop. Just stop there. And then I want him to hold that position, if he can, for around about 60 seconds. So this one is back extension. So what we get the client to do is lie on the floor with the legs off the ground and arms and shoulders off the ground as well. We want them to hold that position, if they can, for a maximum of 60 seconds. This next one is what's called the sharpened Romberg test, which is about balance. So basically what we get the client to do is put one foot directly in front of the other, arms over the chest, close your eyes, and we're looking for them to hold that for a maximum of 60 seconds. And we just look, then that's the test finished. And there's squatting for a period of 3 minutes. So it's basically with your hands above shoulder height. So it's basically just sort of demonstrating that you can sort of work in an awkward or cramped position for a sort of period of time. So get the person just to squat down, hands on the box above shoulder height, and hold that, if they can, for a maximum of 3 minutes. Okay, so the next one is a range of movement, and we do that as part of the actual sort of medical. So what I get the person to do is just sort of stand in front of me, and then I'll just demonstrate and get them just to follow my movements. Okay, so we'll start off feet together. Just put your chin on the chest first of all, put your head back that way, go back to the middle again, and then over to one side, over to the other side. Arm over your shoulder, like that, like that, like that, like that, and that, and that, and that. Arms back that way. Now you don't have to touch your toes, but just bend down, touch as far as you can comfortably. Yep, that's fine. And arms up, like that, like that, like that. Push up, push down, arms facing out of the way. Just push out against my hands here. Any pain or discomfort when you do that? Okay, lift this arm up, keep going, keep going, keep going, and just bring it down. So we're just checking for shoulder impingement. Okay, and then again on the other side. Okay, that's fine. Okay, just check your spine straight, which it is. And then get just to do that, touch the tips of your fingers, touch the base of your fingers. Okay, squat down like that, and then just walk forward on your haunches. Yep, that's fine. And then just stand up, walk on your heels. Okay, then up on your toes. Yep, and then we get to stand, your feet together. Just look straight ahead and just close your eyes, and get you to hold that for 30 seconds. Just on that. Okay, so sit there and then just check your reflexes. And then get to lie on your back. Okay, just look straight, just push push against my hands here. Push your knees up. Just bring this knee up to chest. So just checking the knee alignment. Okay, straight leg lift. So just lift from the hip. This one, just the one as you can. Yeah, and the other one. Okay, both together. Yep, so we just finished off the medical by doing some basic things like blood pressure, checking for colour blindness, near vision, and checking someone's distance vision. And that's basically about it. We go through the medical history as well and just explore any yeses that have been identified on the questionnaire that the person's filled out. Other than that, that's about the whole medical. It takes about 2 hours in total. If anyone wanted to improve their fitness before they were coming for the medical, then it's probably a good idea to do some sort of cardiovascular sort of training, something like running, swimming, cycling, walking, anything like that. When you do come for the medical, just make sure that you wear loose clothing and just make sure you wear covered footwear, ideally like runners, trainers.